Welcome to the Backrooms. We're going to the background information of our favorite topics and going obscure. My name is Gabe, and I'm your host.
And my name is Matt. I will be your co-host. Wow,
Yeah.
we look exactly the same this week.
Yeah,
It's almost like we filmed this. Yeah, it's almost like we filmed this
immediately
Backrooms immediately after the first one.
Yeah.
It's almost like I still have Antarctica Base open on Google right now.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Well, the topic of our episode in the Backrooms this week is obscure Lucasarts games.
Obscure Lucasarts games.
With this episode, I wanted to go with another gaming related episode.
Yeah.
But I didn't want it to be on a specific... Yeah. I didn't want it to be a specific game because that would be very limiting, so I went with Lucasarts because, people love LucasArts, and there's plenty of obscure gems that they made, mostly in the 90s, early 2000s, that were fun to talk about.
And they're not all Star Wars.
Yeah, they're not all Star Wars. Did you know that LucasArts didn't make a Star Wars game until like the 90s? And they were a company in the 80s?
Yes.
Yeah. True story.
True story. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the last episode of the Backrooms. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you caught on to this. This season on the Backrooms, we're going to be switching it up a little bit. We're going to be mixing it up. Mm-hmm. Putting it in a paint shaker and shaking it to death.
To death?
To death. Basically, what we're going to be doing is not just directly talking about the topic from going obscure and just saying it was a good topic. This was a good topic. But we're going to talk about something else alongside it, just to keep you guys interested. And this time, what we're going to talk about is
our favorite LucasArts games.
Yes. We don't have to talk about it yet, but that's what it will be.
Yeah. But yeah, I mostly wrote this episode to be a pretty much general rundown of the company's history, of what games they made and how they influenced other games and how they just developed over time and their fall and resurgence that they'll have soon enough as Lucasfilms Games. That's what they're calling themselves now. Did you know that?
Yep, I remember the trailer that came out for that.
Yeah.
That they released for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason. I wonder if the new Lego Star Wars game that's coming out eventually is under LucasArts Games or EA.
Mm-hmm. You missed a good, obscure LucasArts game.
What?
I think. Yeah, I think you did. Thrillville.
Yeah, I didn't think...
You ever heard of it?
I don't think I did that one. I recognize the name, but I need a rundown of what it's about.
It's like...
Wait, is that the Rollercoaster
It's like Rollercoaster, Tycoon, or Planet Coaster. Basically all those theme park, like, simulator games, and it's just one of those. And they made two of them.
Is that the one you and me played? When you were younger?
I do have it for my Xbox.
I feel like we've played it before.
Maybe. I have the second one for the... It was Thrillville and Thrillville Off the Rails. And it's so obscure.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, you should have mentioned that in the thing. That's what the Backrooms is for.
Oh, it's so obscure that I wasn't even aware of it.
Yep. It's a very forgotten LucasArts game, but it is LucasArts.
Yeah. It is? Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't it have Star Wars related stuff in it?
Nothing Star Wars related at all. It was made in like 2008, I think.
Oh.
But the first one was like 2004, 2005.
Okay.
And I remember playing it when I was really little. The first one and the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the second one was more fun.
Is that the game where you can go on the ride? It's like a simulation. You can press a button to scream.
I think so.
And we would always be I remember when we played it, we'd be completely silent on the ride, but when it's ending, we just spam the scream button.
Yep. I think, that was the first one, I believe.
That's the one.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Forget about that. It's not in the second one, though. You can't do that. The
That's
second one,
dumb.
now, for a theme park game, it's really unrealistic
Mm.
because the oldest you can be, age-wise, is 19.
Mm.
So it'd be like me
I see.
and Gabe opening up a theme park and running
Yeah.
it.
I have no I have no experience
Nope.
in the amusement park business.
No. I have a theme park on Planet Coaster
If I
called Mario
ran a
Park.
if I ran an amusement park, I'd sell a lot of lemons too. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It's called Mario Park as a reference to Vinny.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But anyway,
Mario Park.
yeah, that's Thrillville. I bet
Yeah.
if anyone remembers Thrillville, comment down in the comments section and make sure you like and hit the bell button. Check out our Facebook, our
Yeah, my
MySpace. Check
Yeah.
out us on Twitter, Snap,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
Snap Pixel, and
Instabook.
and yep, and Insta Pinterest, and all those things. Check us out.
Hmm. What's another? Well, let's talk about what our favorite LucasArts game is very quickly.
Okay.
Or now.
You want to go first?
Go ahead. No, you go ahead because
Okay.
you have one off the top of your head, I think.
Yes. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. PS2/Wii version. Not Xbox, not PS3, not PC version. Those are garbage.
Why is
The
that?
PS2 one is where it's at. They're very slow. The Xbox and PS3 one, they're just slow. But you get on this one, the PS2, and it's like, there's a lot more combo attacks that you can do.
Mhm.
And I just played that game yesterday. Gabe knows because I had it.
I remember because
Yes.
I went by to film that
The new
our
intro.
intro, but you were playing it for some reason.
Yes, I just got it resurfaced. That's why. I went to the game store and got it resurfaced because it was broken, and now it works like a charm.
That's good.
I can't believe you spelled connect wrong in the script. I'm proofreading your script right now.
Even though we probably both narrated it at this point.
Yeah, I know. It's already been recorded, but I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a very fun game, and you can beat the game multiple times, over and over again. And each time you beat the game, you get that much more powerful. I've
Mhm.
maxed out everything in that game, so I have 100%
Yeah.
that game. Except that I haven't unlocked all the collectibles. That's the only thing I have to do.
Can you kill the Emperor in like 3 hits?
No. By the end of the game,
Oh.
it still gets kind of difficult, but like the
Yeah.
first few missions, you can like
Mhm.
fly through those.
Yeah.
Just like force pushing them kills them instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the best attack in that game, if you have it, is you hold a guy up, like a stormtrooper or something,
Hmm.
and then it's called pummel. You press the button, and literally every object around will go flying right into them, including other stormtroopers. Go flying right into them
Yeah.
and kill them instantly, and that's how you can like clear a room in like a second. It's really fun.
Yeah. Well, my favorite LucasArts game is Star Wars Battlefront 2
Really?
for the PC, I should say.
Oh, the PC
The
version.
reason I love the PlayStation 2 version. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but what the PC version's got is mods,
Oh,
and I
that's right, yeah.
love modding. I love modding Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I got.
I
mine
don't do it
modded,
as
too.
much. Yeah, I haven't done it in a long time. Honestly, I don't really play as many video games as I used to. And I probably would need a refresher on how to do it again because it's been a while. But
Yeah.
when you incorporate mods into Star Wars Battlefront 2, it's not a new game, but it's a completely new experience and just puts so much more into the game and just kind of breathes new life into it. Even it's crazy that people are still modding it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if this is an impressive feat or not, but I've put 100 hours into Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Steam.
That's nothing.
And that's the most That's the most I've ever put in a game in Steam.
That's nothing.
Is 100 hours.
Guess how many
I'm
hours I
sure I
got in
have
Fallout 4?
3,000.
Almost 700.
Oh, well, I'm
That's
sure I
still a
have.
lot for Battlefront 2, though, because I think
Yeah,
I only
I'm
have
sure I
like
have.
23 in that game.
Yeah, but I'm sure I have undocumented hours in like
Oh,
stuff like
PS2.
Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft and console games. I'm sure I've played many more hours worth of other games like that.
Yeah, you can
But
check how many hours
documented,
on like a
yeah,
PS4 and
yeah,
a Xbox
yeah. But
One.
but documented Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the most hours I've spent into a game. My favorite mod is probably the conversion pack.
I think that's what I
Because you
have.
can yeah, because you can fly a B wing in it, and I love B wings.
Is it the one that comes with all the maps?
Yes,
Yeah, I have that one.
the Dark Suns mod is a lot of fun too, because you can play as Starkiller from Force Unleashed.
On which one?
The I think it's called the Dark Suns mod.
Oh, I don't have that one. That the only mod I
Yeah,
have is the conversion pack.
yeah. There's a zombie mod that I can't get to run properly.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a Clone Wars mod, which is really cool.
Hmm.
It adds Darth Maul into the game, but with robo legs,
Ah.
and it adds Munilist. We all love Munilist, right?
Who's that?
A planet.
Which one?
Do you remember when you put on the 2003 Clone Wars
Oh, yep.
and they were in that city, the
Yep.
clone troopers? That's that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they put the
Yeah,
2D Clone Wars on Disney
yeah,
Plus. So I was watching it,
yeah.
and
But
then we started
the
watching an
base
Ewok
game,
movie.
yeah,
I should tell
I
that
was not
story.
enjoying that
I
either.
should tell
I
that
was
story.
not enjoying.
Story
I'll
time.
just say now. I'll just say now. I I do not. I could not stand that movie, and I never want to see an Ewok again in my life.
Yeah. So it was like one night, like a month ago, I think, maybe a couple weeks, and
It was like a few weeks.
I was watching that Clone Wars thing, and I was like, "Hey, Caravan of Courage? What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's that Ewok movie because I have this book, the Star Wars book, where it's about like the making of the movies, and I remember seeing an Ewok movie in there." So I put it on, and I was like, "Okay, we're gonna watch like maybe 10 minutes of this and then turn it off." Me and Gabe sat through, I think it was like 50 minutes. We got through quite a bit, almost half,
Yeah.
over half of that movie, and it was the worst thing I've ever
It,
seen in my life.
it was funny at first. Like it
Yeah,
was funny to make fun of it first, but like by like the 15-minute mark, I was down. I was done.
yeah,
Like
we
I
were
was out.
like we were just laughing at it. Like when the giant Minotaur thing came out of the woods at the beginning, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny, but then
Like we
like
just started laughing, but
by the time like the kids got involved into the
oh
movie,
yeah,
it's like,
the kid's
uh,
like, and the male actor, actually they're both pretty bad,
yeah,
but the guy
yeah,
in particular, he's like, help us eat food, not food,
yeah,
food. We need food.
yeah.
That's how he talks. And then there's like
That,
really
yeah,
bad claymation. The whole movie,
yeah,
the whole movie looks like a fan made thing from, you know,
yeah.
like some fan of Star Wars in 1985 was like, "Hey guys, I really like the Ewoks from Episode 6. Let's make a whole movie
Hmm.
off of it."
Yep.
And then they're on
We
Endor.
stole a bunch of We bought a bunch of Ewok costumes.
Yeah. Oh,
And
another
then
thing about
went into it.
Ewoks in that movie. You see, in Episode 6, they put CGI on their eyes so they would blink.
Hmm.
In the other one, they're just like this the whole time. Gabe can't see this, but I'm staring into my camera without blinking. It's like this is like lifeless eyes just staring at everything, but like meanwhile they're like, jumping around and like hopping around and stuff and like looking around and stuff,
Hmm.
but then when they like stare at the camera it's just like this. And that's very disturbing. So if I'm going to be quite frank,
Frank.
if I'm going to be quite frank, it's disturbing.
Yeah. Anyway,
Gabe didn't have as much of a
LucasArts.
reaction as me. But yeah, we got through about 15 minutes of the movie and then just said we're done. We're done.
I've seen enough disturbing things in my life where Ewoks don't faze me.
Yeah, and I have a connection to that movie. I told Gabe this, I think, but I have a connection. The boy actor is the same age as my dad. So therefore, technically, my dad could have been that kid. That's the connection I have. My dad could have been the boy in that movie.
Would your dad would have want to be that character though?
I don't know. He was into Star Wars when he was a kid.
Yeah, but would he, you know,
probably would have been like, I'd rather be Han.
Be in it? Yeah.
I don't know. But
be young Han Solo.
I could have been the son of that kid.
And everyone would make fun of me. The kid in Star Wars Ewoks Caravan of Courage.
Yeah, but think about it. On the playground in elementary school, I'd be like, yeah, my dad was in a Star Wars movie. And they're like, which one? The one with the Ewoks. I'm like, oh, episode 6. And I'm just like, yep, sure. The one with the Ewoks. That's what I'd say. And I'd be like the #1 kid at that school. I'm telling you.
And then they want you to point them out, and you just point out some random rebel pilot or something like that.
Yeah, I just point out like the guy with the mustache at the beginning on the ship when he's just like running around with the gun or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the guy who cries over the Rancor.
Over the what?
Over the Rancor.
There's a guy that cries over it.
Remember? When the door slams on the Rancor's neck and the guy starts crying because it's like
him.
his pet
I
or
thought you
something.
meant the Sarlacc pit.
No.
Yeah, I know what you're he was him. Yeah, but that wasn't a kid though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that's the connection I have to that movie. My dad could have been whatever the kid's name is, Dak Daniels.
Dak Daniels and Rats Kanata.
That's two Star Wars characters being Gabe made up.
Yeah,
Dak Daniels and Rats Kanata. They were the forgotten heroes at the Battle of Endor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they saved the day.
Rats Kanata was a pilot, though.
Yeah.
But he was like a really good pilot, but Dak Daniels was more ground infantry.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, it's because of them.
He helped take out the base.
Yeah. It was because of Dak Daniels and Rats Kanata that, like, the Republic won. Not the Republic. That the
Rebels.
The Rebels won. Because of Dak Daniels and Rats Kanata. They should have put Rats Kanata and Dak Daniels into a video game.
Yeah, and then of course Rats Kanata later in life set up a new cantina, and it was called the Rats Cantina.
Yep. And Dak would go and visit him all the time.
They'd hang out all the time.
Yeah,
they were best friends.
Dak Daniels and Rats Kanata, I tell you, those two.
They go back.
Yeah, they were.
Anyway, do we have anything else to add in the Lucasarts Forgotten games? I don't think I do.
No.
I think we ran the bases pretty well.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, one last thing. Originally, the episode was supposed to be just on habitat, one of the topics that we mentioned in the episode. Well, that wouldn't have taken up an entire episode of Going Obscure, so I just broadened it to just Lucasarts in general.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I can pretend I'm looking at Gabe. I've been doing this throughout the...
Which side would you be on of me? My left side or right side?
I'm looking to the right. So then, if you were mirrored, you'd be looking to the left.
Yeah.
You might just be looking like an idiot right now and be looking...
Well,
yeah, you would look to the left, because I'm looking right. You look... So then I can, be like, look at this guy.
Anyway, let's cut this short now. Let you do the outro, because I can never remember the outro.
Join us next time on the Backrooms when we go back into the background information. In the background, back information. Background, my dad should have been in that Star Wars movie. In the background information on the Backrooms. In the LucasArts Backrooms. In the back corner of George Lucas's house. In the Backrooms, where he sits on his back all day. In the Backrooms.
Bye, fellas.